regular season games. 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar. It happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in the room right now are saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They are ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and I, we got the best seats in the house.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now second down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Here for Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
Up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
To get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Packers.
48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. And Dobbs open left side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. Whoa. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Once again, it's Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11. To throw is low. And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here's Jermaine Burton. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their second possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Brown. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On the ground, it's Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
By Quay Walker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Now Brown. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. To throw is Burrow. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Packers 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Bo Melton on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Love to throw it on first down. That's to craft the tight ends downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Demetrius Knight. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Chase. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
What is this? Can't believe I paid for this.
Here's Burrow. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
By Demetrius Knight. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Burrow to throw. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate A call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This returnable with Reed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. On first down, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Love. That one, caught. That's Matthew Golden. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught. Gesicki on the right. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down, they need 7. Handoff here, up the middle. Up the sideline, at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 34.
10 at the 24-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
We'll find Brown out of the backfield.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Covering very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
3 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. But Packers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Get 3 points on the board! Oh, we need these 3 points.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's blocked.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. And 10, here comes Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he is out of bounds. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for 1 extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down.
And this over the middle to Golden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
Hendrickson on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Bengals 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
17 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
Pass, pop, it's Golden. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And
sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game to see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. Now to throw on first down. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line brings up second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up a third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 5. To throw is Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibov. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
And the Bengals first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end.
The back of the end zone. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line. And they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The rookie from A&M, Shamar Stewart, in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. And now a much more advantageous spot.
So often sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he will have a Packers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
47-yard line.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 24.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike. Picking up quickly, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll get this out wide, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the market.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On second down, Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man.
And he will score! Game on! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the...
They'll let Jacobs try to run this in. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind. as they kick it off. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Send a man in motion right. On 1st down, Burrow. Throw to the right spot. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's going to have the 1st down and more.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 5, T. Higgins. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's EA Tiburon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Melton now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Love to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That complete to Jacobs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
1st and 10 at the
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
They'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time.
2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Moving left, and he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That's taken in. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here is first and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's time out for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. He's got it at the 3.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike, but remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation, so while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. And after 3 prior defeats, the Bengals have finally done it. For the first time in franchise history, they are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another